Because it's one
Mhm.
thing to design the study, to design the research. It's another thing to do the research. But if you're not going to put it into practice, it's probably not worth doing. So, what are some best practices for putting this into practice?
I think the biggest thing to do, whether you're just going through maybe you're sitting down and watching the call recording or listening to it, or you're sharing your written notes, you want to share it, right? Like you don't just want to look at things through your own point of view. Bring in, like I mentioned, like someone from product, someone from marketing, certainly the salesperson who was involved in the deal, and maybe sales leader. Get kind of multiple people involved in reading and interpreting the feedback, and everyone's going to bring their own different perspective on what was going on. And the best way to get to kind of like the ultimate truth or the way to move forward productively is by combining all those different perspectives. So that can be kind of like a meeting where you sit down and go through just qualitative watching the recording, like I said, or maybe it is a roll up of the results and you're sitting down and going through the trends like, hey, 10% of our customers are mentioning this or 90% are mentioning that, and talking about what the implication is. I think the biggest thing is share the results, get people involved from within your organization. And that's where we get into like some of the intangible benefits of win-loss is it really drives like we call it cross-functional alignment across your business because it's you're bringing everyone together, they're discussing what the feedback is, and you kind of eventually get to a point where people are seeing it and understand it the same way. And that's really powerful for organizations is to get people, to use an overused phrase like singing from the same hymnal. That's something that I think a lot of business leaders struggle with is how do we get people aligned around where we're trying to get to? And one of the best ways to do that is by saying, hey, here's where the market thinks we are.